Hey guys, I'm Martiny. This is my first public appearance. One of you guys requested that I did a video on my setup, but as I don't have that amazing a setup, I decided to do a video about how you can produce music for cheap and still get a decent quality out of it. I'm going to divide the video into two parts, hardware and software. So let's start with the first part, hardware. So the first thing I want to show you guys is the Akai MPK Mini. I use only this keyboard, and you can get it for around $100. So the thing that's great about the MPK Mini is that it's cheap and it's really small. So I travel a lot, and wherever I go, I can just bring this keyboard with me. What normally would be the problem with a smaller keyboard is that you have less octave to play with, which is the case here, but you have buttons to go up and down multiple octaves. That means you can't play multiple octave melodies when you record, but you will be able to layer the recordings and in that way reach those multiple octaves. My only complaint about this keyboard is that the keys are not weighted and the pressure sensors are not that accurate, so often I find myself going in and adjusting the velocity afterwards, which is easily done but would spare me a lot of time if I just had a better keyboard. The next thing I want to talk about is my Samsung Meteor mic. It's a USB mic. Comes from around $100. What I think about this mic is that it's a pretty good quality mic you get for $100. It has a built-in noise filter, which improves a bit on that low quality sound you get from a USB mic normally, because you wouldn't have to go in and filter out the background noises afterwards. Sometimes I do, but it's rare that it's necessary. Now my conclusion on the equipment is that the more money you use in your equipment, the better quality sound you'll get with less work. So if you go for a cheaper alternative, as I have, you will have to put more hours of work into making the sound great, and often you will find that your recordings are distorted or not good enough because you haven't soundproofed your room well enough. So, for software there are two parts, DAW and plugins. For plugins, the cheapest, the free alternative is the LMMS. I used to use this one. I used this one on the album Thoughts, and I was pretty happy with it. The problem with this one, and the reason why I bought FL Studio, $300, is that it can't record. You'll have to record through another software. I did that to Audacity, so I'll have to record Audacity, export the file, open up the folders of LMMS, plug in the file, then load it up through LMMS, which is pretty time consuming and I would say a waste of time. Because if you have a small mistake, you'll have to redo it. So except from recording, LMMS is fine. It can do almost everything any other DAW can do. The only problem is it's a bit slower and some of the edges are not smooth enough. Well, but it's free. Now what I personally use now is the FL Studio. This one can do anything you need, and it's updated regularly, so every time I find something I need, it'll be updated a month afterwards. Sometimes I often find myself getting new software updated, reading news and say, oh wait, that's actually practical, I'll need that for my next project, but I didn't even realize I needed it. So they're faster than we are to find the problems. Now for the second part, plugins. Now my favorite plugin, I'll show it here, is the hybrid. This one I got for free with my MPK, which probably is also the case with you if you decide to go with the MPK, and it's amazing. You can do everything, and it has a ton of presets, which is kind of everything you need. Also, I use the MPC Essential with 3 of the package I also got with the MPK, also for free if you go and buy the MPK. With those two, and also we got the Wobble. I don't really use it, I don't really like it, but with those 3 plugins, you'll be able to do anything you need. If not, you'll be able to find DSK free plugins. Now DSK made plugins for free, bit lower quality, less smooth. That means you take a huge CPU. You can see already here, I'm running at 10% of my CPU already used just by opening this plugin. That means I'm also running on a low-end PC. I'm running on a laptop. That means I can only run 2 of these plugins at the same time, 2 of these instruments at the same time in a track, which is a bit limited, but it works. I'll make it work. I'm buying a higher end PC to make everything run smoother, but that is definitely an alternative. I'll also link this in the description. DSK makes amazing plugins, and go check them out. They have everything you need in plugins and for free. If you guys like these kind of videos, I can keep doing them. If you really liked it, like and subscribe below.